Ethan Poetic Freestyle Part 2. Why are we putting our faith, purpose into the lottery? What makes the rich richer and the poor get poor? More money goes into the company than it does the winner. After all, you got to pay your taxes. Even when you do get 10 million, it gets cut to 5. In the long run, having a down-to-earth friend comes once in a lifetime. Where humans use their minds, not their hands, to pick fights, only in self-defense. Protect your loved ones, family, friends, and of course your children. To have all the riches in the world does not even compare to going to heaven, where your life is secure for eternal, forever, everlasting. When you're at your highest, everyone comes around. When you're at your lowest, few people are going to come around. They're spitting you in the hospital, rehab, at your home, or when you slipped out on a park bench. Newfound wealth is a brand new outlook on life, taking on somebody else's responsibility. Some of the riches in the world can be taken away from us by God just by the snap of his fingers, because it all came from him. So who are we to claim it when he originated it, before we even kept track of time? People coming out of the woodworks, calling you up in many years, always expecting things from you when they don't even want to take the time to help themselves first. They're panhandlers who want to take the time to make a sign with a cardboard box and a Sharpie. But in all that time, they could have been in a school for art. People around you will change, not you. It's just you're coming uphill while the people down low are looking to come up with you, but really they're trying to bring you down by being your entourage, being your assistant. But really, you don't give them your personal information, especially when it's supposed to be in your name first and foremost. You got to take responsibility, count your money, know your paperwork, set up the meetings, and of course take time to read your Bible to know the knowledge on a spiritual round level. Make sure the people who you do help themselves first and foremost. Write out plans, not just give you that politician, serviceman lip service, talk all that stuff about what they're going to do when they do get in office. They ain't even completing it all the way. They didn't even cross the finish line like Usain Bolt did when he broke the record in the 100 meters in the Olympics. Nothing good comes out of planting bad seeds in too many gardens. You got to plant the right seeds in your mind, your body, your soul, your heart, so that you can reap the harvest. To give time, care, love. I may not be a father, but I am a proud uncle of my niece Amira, who recently graduated kindergarten. Still, I got responsibility to set the example for somebody who looks up to me. You want to know how she looks up to me? The height difference. She got to look up to me with her chin up. She got to look up to me and ask me to do certain things that she's not capable of doing. But at the same time, there's some people I got to look up to make sure I get further in life and become a better man than I was in years past. People who are experienced parents need to learn from their grandparents so they don't repeat the same mistakes instead of getting all prideful and saying they can do it themselves. And the truth is, they don't even know what they're doing in life. Because they did know how to be parents, they would take their priorities and write it down on paper and print it out on a refrigerator, just like how you would print out a person's personal achievement, like a child's artwork, A, B, C, D, on the grades and the tests and the PSSAs. Justice will be served come Judgment Day. Whether you believe in God or not, there will come a day where you're going to die and you not know it. Nothing can break you down than knowing that your last day is coming. Hurtful times will come up. Inspect your surroundings, your environment, your location every day as though it's your last. Remember where you came from the child who was born out of a woman's area. That child who may have been brought into this earth through emergency C-section, or the woman has to live with that scar for the rest of her life. Just be yourself all the time. After all, you don't got nothing to prove. You just got to make sure you're being productive in life. Because if you're not making progress and you're living in digression. I can see I used to be insecure myself many years ago until I started getting lots of compliments. about my pictures on MySpace, even though that was years ago. So my confidence boosted up, but really, that wasn't my problem. My problem was I was living in bondage by my parents, who had me out of wedlock. Because when you have one child out of wedlock, you repeat the same cycle as those before you, and you make things worse. But when I got baptized, May of 2009, all that broke free. My parents did not break me free from it because they couldn't resolve their own differences. They didn't want to take the time to help me out, the child. They want to basically think among themselves. But in the end, I became stronger without him. And of course, anyone who's not there for your struggle does not deserve to be there for your success. Just look around and see the teen parents for newborn babies. It's just children raising children. What comes to your mind when you're a teen parent? Remember, you're not the only one in the world. By the way, you can always turn your adversity into a grand testimony. It don't matter what the people in the church say or the people in the public eye say. It matters what God says, because he has a final say. And why are you worried about people gossiping? You should be more worried about people who are in domestic relations, who are going to determine your fate. The juries, the judges, the bailiffs. And on top of that, a child has to be in the middle of that, while their name's on a government document and it's not even their fault. Which one day can turn into either a success story or excuses full of bags. Where you say, oh, my mom did this, my dad did this, but you must overcome that stuff. We must overcome it. If we don't overcome it, we're just hindering our own selves. Communication is the key towards life. Compromise what you're willing to compromise and grow. With that being said, you got to make sacrifices all the time for the better and best. There's some people in your life you might have to cut off because they're not going in the same direction as you. There's some people you need to be away from because they're caught up in something you don't got no business getting caught up in. And of course, you got to be committed to knowing who you are. If you don't know who you are as a planet, then basically you don't even know who you are on a foundational level. More is caught than taught in the apple of your eyes. Please make sure the right choices come to you in your name in the book of life. Judgment Day is coming. Thank you.